Yeah, I think Cannes is a great time to reflect on the importance of creativity in marketing. And the creative is that incredibly important part of marketing, right? It's the defining moment where the consumer experiences your brand or product. And so telling a powerful story is really important to driving attention and receptiveness. But it's not just the creative. I think success in marketing is a function of having strong creative coupled with strong technology. And what the technology allows you to do is to serve the creative to a relevant audience at an appropriate cadence across a wide array of high attention premium environments. And so Yahoo did a study earlier this year with Publicis Media, TVision, and OpenMind to really dig into what's driving attention and receptiveness. And the findings were really interesting. We found that the audio portion of a TV creative is incredibly important. We all think about the visual component of a TV creative. But what we found was that a third of the ads in CTV actually have active attention. And what active attention means someone is in the room with their eyes on the screen for 2+ seconds. But we also found that 81% of consumers, when they're not looking at the screen, are actually listening to the creative. And so the audio portion is incredibly important for the TV creative. Another thing we found was consumers told us that repetition is a major annoyance. So seeing the same ad multiple times in a short window, and we've all been there, actually drives a negative brand perception. So you have to change up the creative. So one of the things Yahoo has recently released is Dynamic Creative Optimization Suite for connected TV. And one of the applications is sequencing ads so that you give consumers a bit of variety. And then another finding was that relevance and personalization matters. So almost 60% of consumers want to see ads that are relevant to them. So that's another application of our Dynamic Creative Optimization Suite for connected TV, which allows us to serve personalized ads based on audience, demographic, location, and a variety of other factors to drive up attention and receptiveness. So when we think about creativity in marketing, it's really a combination of the creative, that story that you're telling, along with strong technology to make sure you're serving responsibly and effectively.
But what are some of the key trends you're seeing this year in the upfront so far?
Yeah, I think with the upfronts, we're seeing certainly a transition of investment towards streaming and OTT, and that's just a function of consumer viewing patterns and more streaming players coming online with ads, as well as increased ad loads, as I think economic pressures are kind of forcing the streamers to deliver more ads. And with that, we're seeing the foundation being laid for alternate currencies that move beyond the traditional rating systems to more impression-based metrics, and the formation of the JIC, or the Joint Industry Committee, to sort of establish the foundation of standards for that measurement. But high level, CTV households, according to eMarketer, are going to more than double linear households by next year. So big investment in CTV in the upfronts. I'd say the two big things that we're tracking at Yahoo as it relates to the upfronts, one is the increased investment in running those upfront deals programmatically in a DSP, right? So we see increasingly we're seeing the buy side negotiate into their upfronts the flexibility to run those upfront deals in a DSP. And the point of that is really to consolidate the activation and all of the measurement across all of their upfront partners, so you can understand overlap and deduplicated reach and frequency. The other big trend that we're seeing, and is really the proliferation of audience-based strategies, right? And so marketers are trying to eliminate that unneeded waste, and they're really looking to hold their TV dollars more accountable. And so one of the trends that we've seen is actually a transition from programmatic guaranteed, which is more akin to IO buying, to private marketplaces that are more biddable in nature. Some are calling it biddable guarantees. There's still a guarantee component. But what that does is it puts a lot more power in the buyer's hands to control audiences and frequency holistically. And that's really where platforms like the Yahoo DSP come into play.
But as audiences continue to fragment, how is Yahoo looking at partnerships to simplify the landscape for marketers?
Yeah, I mean, Yahoo is looking at, we always look at partnering with best-in-class companies in the industry to simplify for marketers and to provide, drive results for marketers. And whether that's connecting the dots across linear and digital, or driving efficient supply paths, or identity solutions, or sustainability, a couple of good examples. A lot of our customers approached us looking to bring addressable live linear together with connected TV. So you saw us go out and partner with leading MVPDs like DirecTV, Dish, and Fios to make that available in our platform. By the way, addressable linear is a market that's going to grow to $4.2 billion next year, which is double where it was in 2020 and represents 6% of overall TV spend. Another area that we've really invested in partnerships is connecting the dots between linear and digital. And, so not just doing arm's length integrations with third-party cross-channel measurement companies, but actually partnering directly with TV data companies like Vizio for their ACR data, DirecTV for their set-top box data, and bringing those diverse signals into our platform. And then most recently, we announced a partnership with Samba TV to bring those same capabilities to the UK, Canada, and Australia. And then lastly, I'd say premium publisher partners. So just today, Yahoo announced the launch of Yahoo Backstage, which is our direct-to-publisher solution. It's a direct line into over 100 premium publishers from day one to basically drive supply path optimization, the direct line, better results, more transparency. And there's also the element of reduced hops, which has sustainability, reduced carbon emission capability. So we do a lot in the partnership space at Yahoo.